It's time for high school basketball on your local sports leader. Classic Hits 97.9 XFM. Let's go courtside for pregame information.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Effingham High School for the championship game of the 2021 Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic. I'm Greg Sapp, Dustin White alongside, C.J. Schmidt taking care of the video end of things, Gail Warner back at the studios making sure the broadcast goes well, and we welcome you to our broadcast. It's special for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's the championship game of this three-day event, but we're providing live video as well as audio streaming. If you go to our YouTube channel, you can watch the game wherever you are. So, an added feature of tonight's championship game, which ought to be a good one, as the Brooks Eagles take on Lincoln Way East. Rich Colomus has been here before. George Montgomery's been here before, so these coaches don't need to know anything about this tournament going in.
They, a couple of teams that I think year in and year out, when you look at the field, and they are staples in the field, you think there's a team that's going to have a chance to play on on the final night of the tournament for the title, and that's exactly what ended up happening. We have you and I have gotten a chance to see Brooks once already when they played Effingham, and yeah, they're good. I don't know what else to say other than it's a balanced quality team. But then you look at what Lincoln Way East has been able to do so far, and it's hard to choose between them. So I'm hoping for a classic. We're here, we might as well get a good game, and that would be a great way to cap off a good week of basketball here in Effingham County.
We'll take a look at the scores from earlier today. We'll also give you the starting lineups for tonight's action, and of course, play-by-play action, and a visit with one of the tournament organizers, Mike Wilson. It's all on the way in 90 seconds here on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Bartle Lock and Security.
Person to person.
Hi, this is Kathy from Bartle Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a...
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
Sarah Bush Lincoln is honored and committed to care for the medical needs of the community. Its orthopedic excellence is recognized by the Joint Commission Certificate of Distinction for Total Hip and Knee Replacement. See us at one of our locations.
Person-to-person money transfer. Easy, the way it should be. Learn more at crossroadsbank.com. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
In Effingham about a wide range of life insurance products that can be your life preserver for whatever stage of life you are in. Universal life, term life, or preferred whole life will go beyond the expected for you and your loved ones. Call Tingley Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agency, at 342-3637 today about life insurance.
This is the Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota pregame show. Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, your complete transportation headquarters since 1958.
Back at Effingham getting ready for the championship game of the Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic, and Mike Wilson is one of the people who wears many hats, including helping us broadcast some of the ball games. And we appreciate you doing that, Mike. I know you had plenty else going on, but congratulations on what's just been a heck of a tournament.
It really has been, Greg. It's I don't know if it's as top-heavy as it's been, but competitive-wise. And again, I'm over at T-Town for the first 2 days. We've had some battles. I mean, we've had some tremendous ball games, and I expect a really good ball game tonight. I really do.
I know that you guys take months to scope out these teams, negotiate, and then the best laid plans go awry when people get COVIDed out of the tournament. And boy, Knoxville was a great find. They were a great fit, so it worked out great.
Yeah, that attaboy's got to go to Dave Waltman on that one. He actually reached out on the Illinois Athletic Directors Association website And they called him within maybe 15 minutes. The next day there was, I think they said 10 other tournaments looking for people advertising. So we kind of beat the tsunami a little bit there. But no, it's been awesome. Teams have been great as usual. You know, it's such a fun, you know, it's just last night at T-Town after the East Newton game. You know, we're in the cafeteria, and Jeff Hardick worked his magic, and the East kids are in love with pork burgers. But the Newton kids and the East kids just, you know, they're just yucking it up, having a good time, talking. It's just stuff like that. I know, like, Oaklawn last night was playing here, and tough loss, get beaten overtime. They're out there eating, and one of their assistant coaches says, boys, that's not how we leave a locker room. And the captains kind of got up and headed for the locker room, and another kid got up, and he said, we're a team, fellas. And, you know, and I talked to Coach Rhodes today. It's just stuff like that, you know. The kids, Lutheran North, Coach Jones, just, you know, he's out there picking up bottles under the water bottles under the bench because the team before just left. And he said, that's not how you do it. I said, we appreciate, you know, things some people don't notice. Our committee loves that stuff. We really do. We see it, and it's so good. And, you know, it's, you know, a good thing. I was glad we got to honor George tonight. He's heading out west with his kids, and, you know, that's the largest man I've ever hugged now. And he does. Yeah. He and I have a pretty interesting relationship. We talk a lot off and on during the year, and you know, who's going to be here and trying to figure stuff out. Yeah, he sought me out when he got here. He called me a big timer for not being here till today.
I love the balance of schools from the metro area, from Chicagoland, and downstate. They complement each other.
Yeah, it's a nice mix. You know, we're gonna add Highland to the mix next year. We've got another team. Well, we're waiting on an answer from Knoxville. And then we've got potentially another opening. We got other schools wanting in. We really do. We've got to that point, and that's good. We hope Brooks will stay with the new coach after George leaves. But, you know, if they decide they don't want to, I mean, we'll fill the hole. But it's just, you know, Lincoln Way East, Coach Columnist, he loves it. You know, they were done last night. He says, hey, kids like to get milkshakes after games. The Steak and Shake's still open at 8:30 or 9 o'clock. I said, well, no. But we got them, reached out to Culver's, and they pre-made their milkshakes for them, and they rolled up in the bus. And it was, you know, it's just stuff like that. And the community, the businesses bend over backwards. Our corporate sponsors are awesome. You know, people are going places to eat, you know, going to this restaurant. I'll hear someone say, hey, we had this team in to eat. And that's what it's, I mean, you know, the revenue, the effect that, you know, we have on money coming in, we'll never know how big it is.
You talk about the sponsors, corporate sponsors. I know we had 6, I think, the first year, and now it's up to 25.
25. We already have an additional one committed for next year. We're going to try to get the one we lost back. Jason Hansen's about to kill us because there's no room on the back of the shirts. He's running out of room to get those back there.
Need a bigger train, huh?
Every kid's going to, hey, here's 2X. We just got to get the sponsors on there. But, no, you know, and we do everything local. I mean, you know, Jason Train, his, you know, offices are still here. You know, we use designs. They do some stuff for the coaches' gear. You'll see Greg Addis and the Trupiano people bringing pizza in all the time. I mean, there was Niemerg's out there, Country Kitchen. You know, that's Mike McCullum's favorite part is when we get the biscuits and gravy for breakfast from the Country Kitchen. And it's, you know, just, and I'm sure I'll forget somebody. But McMahon Meats, we had smoked turkey today, or yesterday and today. It's just, but everyone's so eager to help and want to help. And, you know, the Walmarts of the world help us. So, you know, we can, because we have host families. Matt Tuna Newton spent a half day yesterday in people's homes here around. They open up. We have other people wanting to do it. You know, hopefully some of our other non-traveling schools will take us up on that. We'd like to offer it to everybody instead of going back to a hotel. Hey, you can go to this house and just relax. Get off your feet.
Last thing I want to mention is I would be remiss if I didn't give you a chance to say thanks to the sports backers and the Teutopolis sports backers too.
Yes, and I tell you what, it's been huge, and we've been talking as a committee this year because T-Town committee comes over here. and help and lend a hand and do stuff. And this is the least we've ever had to do anything. They've had a lot of help other than a couple of rushes where we will go in and help in the concession stand, and it's just been it's growing. It's growing both places. It's just so good. It'd always be nice, you get a local team in that final game to have that bigger crowd, but I've seen tournaments try to do that, and that's not where we're going.
Yeah, I like it. I want to say thank you. I know this was a vision years before it finally happened, and now here we are 8 years into this tournament. I can't even imagine that, but thank you for all the work you've done.
Yeah, it's grown tremendously. My committee's outstanding. They really are.
Mike,
thank you, Greg.
Thank you. That's Mike Wilson. Helped us enormously with the broadcasts over this 3 days, and give him a plug for the podcast he and Whitey do, so be sure to check that out.
Whitey and Wills, search for it on YouTube.
You will be the first on your block, or maybe the second.
You'll probably be the first.
Anyway,
the subscriber numbers are not great so far.
Let's take a break. We'll do the starting lineups for the championship game. Brooks and Lincoln Way East from the Effingham Topless Christmas Classic here on 97.9 XFM.
Brown's Drugstore at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
Person-to-person money transfer. Easy, the way it should be. Learn more at crossroadsbank.com. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
To present the colors, and you hear Sid Kibler, the voice of the Effingham High School tournament, and now our national anthem.
Can you see? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Now the color guard will leave the floor. Then we'll have the introduction of our starting lineups for tonight's championship game here at Effingham High School. Thanks as always to Post 120 They take care of that for an awful lot of special events in the Effingham and Setopolis communities every year. And lots of our veterans organizations help in a big way. All right, let's get a look at the starters for tonight's contest. First of all, for Lincoln Way East, Rich Colomus is ready to go with his Griffins. Tylen Tolliver gets a start. He's a 6'2 junior. He'll be joined by Kyle Olegbegi, a 6'5 junior. Mag Hagebaster, a 6'7 sophomore in the starting lineup. George Bellevue is a 6'6 junior. And Caden Ross, a 5'9 junior. Those are the starters for the Griffins of Lincoln Way East. For Brooks Eagles, the home team, coached by Fighting Illini alum, Mr. George Montgomery, who was honored before the game, as this will be his last appearance, as Mike alluded to in the interview. He's going to retire and head to California to see his grandkids. Kendall Larry gets a start. He's a 5'7 junior. He'll be joined by Anthony Bavall. Tim Taiwo gets a start. He's a 6-foot senior. Jarrett Moore is a 6'2 senior. And Kyle McElroy, also a starter for the Brooks Eagles. So those are our starters for tonight's action. And we are just about ready for high school basketball action. Mike Halloran and Norman Wiley are assistant coaches to Rich Colomus, the coach of the Griffins. And George Montgomery, the head man for Brooks. Boy, Brooks has had some good teams here. So is Lincoln Way through the years.
Yeah, you look at these rosters and what they've done in the tournament, and it's hard to say this is the guy we need to stop. I mean, Brooks has got almost four players averaging double figures. Moore at 16 points, Bavall at 12, Taiwo at 13.3, and Kendall Larry at 9.3. Pick a guy to stop, and somebody else is going to step up and be able to score. And really, Lincoln Way, not quite as pronounced, but still, Tyson Tolliver scoring 14.7 points a game, Caden Ross 10.3 in this tournament, and George Bellevue at 9.7. Even Olegbegi is at 8 points a game. So they have had guys that have stepped up at different times throughout this tournament, had big games at different times. That's what makes it so fun. There's going to be some punch and some counter punch throughout this game, and be curious to see how it all shakes out by the time four quarters and maybe more are in the books.
And if you go to the Premier Broadcasting YouTube page, you can watch live video streaming of this game, as well as hear the audio stream here on 97.9 XFM. We're ready for basketball. The tips controlled by the Griffins, and they get it out top. And here we go. Good to have you with us. Championship game of the Effingham Tetopolis Christmas Classic for 2021. Of course, there was no tournament last year, so we're making up for lost time. Tylen Tolliver with the ball. They swing it to the right side. The catch by Olegbegi. Now back over left side. Tolliver can't get in. So back out top with a pass. They swing it back, though, to Olegbegi, and his shot is blocked and taken out of the air. Nice effort inside. And Brooks comes away with the ball. Looking inside. Now they bring it back out top. In the person of Kendall Larry. We got to see Brooks, one of the games we called earlier in the week. And they're a formidable opponent. Out top, Larry with the basketball. Kendall Larry is his name. Right side to Bavall. He was a load the other night. Left side, the catch by Taiwo. Runs it into the lane. Shot up for two, no good. Taiwo got his own rebound. The putback's no good. This rebound to Larry. He gets it inside. The shot put up no good by McElroy, and he got fouled.
What I saw there, Tim Taiwo did that against Effingham the other night. Very good at slashing to the basket, getting in there and creating his own look. Didn't get it to go there, but followed his own miss. The points weren't there for him that time, but that's what he really brings to the table. McElroy going to get the chance for the free throws. The foul goes against Olegbegi, his first.
Foul shot good. So McElroy gives Brooks a 1-0 lead. All kinds of ties. George Montgomery, we've talked about plenty. Lincoln Way East, their superintendent of schools is Dr. Scott Tingley. Of course, Scott, a graduate of St. Anthony High School here in Effingham. So congratulations to them for being here in the championship game. Meanwhile, McElroy made both foul shots, so it's 2-0. Brooks out of the gate with the lead. Ball loose at the midcourt, and it's stolen by the Eagles, and we've got a foul then. They tried to get it to Moore. He was going to take it to the rack, and instead of foul before that. And so it'll be out of bounds to Brooks.
Brooks pressing, giving him the pressure of the full court. A physical press leads to the turnover first of the game.
So the second foul, and ball out of bounds to the Eagles. They get it away. Taiwo back out top. Larry running the point for this Eagles club. Drives it down the lane, now kicks it to the left. Bivol tries a three, back of the rim, no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds by McElroy, so it'll go to Lincoln Way East.
Yeah, by the way, the foul was against George Bellevue just a minute ago, so he picks up his first, and Lincoln Way East a couple of quick ones.
2-0. Brooks with the lead on a couple of foul shots. We have not had a basket in the first 2 minutes of play. A lot of pressure by Brooks. Now here's a one put up for three, no good. Out top by Caden Ross. Rebound taken down by Brooks. It's grabbed out of there by, they get it away to Jarrett Moore. To Bivol. The Eagles set it up. Bivol down the lane. Right hands it up and got it. Nice move. Takes it down the right side of the lane, falling away from it. Got the layup to go, and it's 4-0 Brooks.
Yep, there's a field goal for you.
Little trap after the half court, but Lincoln Way East has no problem. The shot is pinned. Shot attempt blocked, put up and pinned by McElroy. Lincoln Way East gets the rebound as Brooks took it inside and came up empty. They go to midcourt. A little tough with my blue numbers on black unis, but I'll do my best. And a turnover on Lincoln Way East as they try to drive it inside, and gets handed by Tylen Tolliver to the official, Kevin Gregg, out of bounds. 2 turnovers now on East. Brooks with it out top on the wing. They drive inside now, stop. Cut to the basket. Larry's layup is blocked, but the rebound grabbed out of there by Lincoln Way East. Boy, some good defense and some hands on lots of shots.
Yeah, that was a tough look for Larry. Got under the basket a little bit and wasn't able to get it away.
Triple team on the ball handler. Now the ball gets knocked loose from Hagemaster, but East gets it back. They go to the corner. Tolliver for three. Back of the rim, no good. Put back by Hagemaster, no good. Ball still active, and East gets it again. They come over left side to Tolliver. Now out top. Now they swing it down right side. Great pass to Hagemaster underneath, but he put it up too hard. It's no good. Putback is good. And East took about 4 shots that trip, but they got one to fall. Kyle Olagbegi gets the bucket. That makes it 4-2.
Yeah, strong weak side rebound there. Got it to go after Hagemaster with a miss on a pretty good look. They definitely fed him in a good spot.
McElroy against 2 in the lane, and the shot is blocked in there by Olagbegi. The rebound goes to East. The layup won't go. Rebound taken by Brooks, and we're going to roll the other way. Larry between 2 defenders got it knocked loose, and it's stolen back by East. Well, you better want to play defense if you're going to play in this game. Left side. East can't get in, so they kick it back out top. Long 2 tried by Caden Ross, no good. And a whistle, and the ball's out of bounds.
Pretty physical game so far, Greg.
You are kidding if you don't believe that. Man, there's a lot of action. Mike Bell signals it out of bounds. Mike Bell, Kevin Gregg, got a good group of local officials calling this championship game. 4-2, Brooks with the lead. 3:38 to go, opening quarter. Our championship game of the Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic for 2021. Looking to get it inside. There's nobody home, so back to Bivol. He goes down to the baseline to McElroy. Out top down to Taiwo. Off balance shot for 2. No good. And the rebound goes to East. It's grabbed out of there by Caden Ross.
Ross already got 4 rebounds. Been having a nose for the basketball so far.
He passes away. Then it comes back to him. And back out top. So everything's running through Ross right now. They go baseline, Tolliver, and he got bumped out of bounds, and he didn't get any help after all. It's a turnover.
Well, he got Kyle McElroy came over to cut off the baseline. Yeah, I thought they might be calling a blocking foul there. Instead, they say that he stepped on the baseline. So 3rd turnover for Lincoln Way East.
Olagbegi sits down. Josh Bors checks in here for East. He's a 6'1 junior. So there's the first change for either ball club. Moore walks it across the half line. Spin move. Shot for Brooks for 2, and he got it. Nice little move. Defend that, huh? Jared Moore's first bucket. It's 6-2 Brooks by 4. 2:42 to go. Opening quarter of our championship game. Out top. Now they go underneath. Good feed, but the shot's no good. Putback no good. Another putback no good. Tolliver missed the first one, and then 2 attempts at a putback, and both of those came up empty for George Bellevue, and the ball eventually goes out of bounds to Brooks. 6-2, Chicago Brooks. And 2:22 to go in the opening quarter. Getting it across the half line is Moore, and a whistle, and traveling is the call. Tried to make a pass and instead got called with a walk. 2 turnovers now to Brooks.
Not a lot of flow to this basketball game so far. Both teams kind of feeling each other out, and I mean that literally and figuratively.
Brooks East gets it across the half line. Hagemaster with it. Now they get a cutter down the lane, but the shot's up too strong by Tolliver. The putback is no good. And Brooks gets this rebound. That putback no good by Bellevue. And then the rebound taken down by McElroy for Brooks. He gets it out top to Taiwo down the lane, running into people. Tried to shoot it just in case it went in. Instead it goes out of bounds. And they are going to say Brooks retains possession. Got a substitution in the meantime for East. They're going to sit Hagemaster down. Checking into the lineup is Uke Ezegui. He's a 6'3 junior. Lob in. McElroy receives the pass. He goes on the side to Moore. He rises on a 2. No good. Rebound battled for. Still loose. Finally, East comes out of there with it. And they clear it down court. And little fake and a jumper. And Tyler Tolliver got the basket. Dylan Tolliver's first bucket. That makes it 6-4. On the other end, shot put up for 2, no good by Taiwo for Brooks. And a rebound comes down to East, and a pass down court stolen by Kendall Larry for Brooks. He shoots for 2, and he got it. Boy, stepped right in front of that pass and then turned it into a basket. So Brooks back up 4. It's 8-4. Minute 10 to go in the opening quarter of our championship game. Glad to have you with us, whether you're watching live or listening live, or both. East can't get on a run yet. They're held to just 4 points so far in this first quarter. Boers and Tolliver play catch with it. Now at the head of the key, they swing it left side. Here's Ross for 3, and he got it. Caden Ross with a wing 3. That gets East within 1. It's 8-7. 40 seconds left, opening quarter. Larry with the catch, left side here for Brooks. Ball knocked loose as there was a little contact. Larry gets it back. He is not the biggest duck in the pond. He may be 5'7", I'd say, something like that. But he's working hard. Down to 20 seconds in the opening quarter. Moore with the basketball for Brooks. Over on the side of the ball, back to Jarrett Moore. Counting it down to 10. We're wrapping down the first quarter clock. Driving the baseline. Taiwo can't get in. Out to the wing. Shot for 3. Good by Kendall Larry at the buzzer. Well, they worked that to a science. And it's a 4-point lead for Brooks after 1. Championship game of the Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic. It's Brooks 11, Lincoln Way East 7, here on 97.9 XFM.
Since 1937, Geckner Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has been proud to support local and area teams, and that continues with this year's 2021 Christmas Classic. Good luck, area teams, from the family at Geckner Brothers.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun. Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
As we get ready to start the second quarter, Tommy Cheney checks in. He's a 6'3 senior, so he joins the fray. George Bellevue still out there. And also still in the fray, Josh Boers. We'll pick up other kids as we get the opportunity. Brooks gets the ball to start the second quarter. Championship game of the Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic. Brooks in front of Lincoln Way East 11-7. Down in the corner, the catch by Vival. He rises on a three. Got it. Holy cow. We saw him shoot and score a lot against Effingham the other night.
Well, in that Effingham game, they were killing it from the three-point line. They haven't taken many of them so far, but they are 2 for 3 from beyond the arc early on.
That gives them a chance to double the lead on that made three. It's 14-7. Here's a long three put up, no good by Cheney for East. Brooks the rebound. Rising on a two as Vival, and he hits just outside the free throw line. Anthony Vival has 7. Timeout, Lincoln Way East. Back in 30, 7:16 to go, second quarter. It's Brooks 16, Lincoln Way East 7. Here on 97.9 XFM.
Wet Pools and Spas in Effingham, where you'll find top-of-the-line spas and above and in-ground pools at affordable prices.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
All right, quick timeout. Rich Columbus says, hey, guys, we don't want this to get away, so he called a quick timeout.
Yeah, that last bucket right before the end of the first quarter, it was 8-7, but they scored the last bucket Brooks did of the quarter, and now they have scored 5 unanswered here to start the second. Could get out of hand in a hurry.
Driving it inside, shot for 2, no good by Olegbegi, and the rebound comes down to Brooks, and going coast to coast, Larry. Shot no good. The rebound grabbed by Moore. He puts it up and in. Jared Moore with 4, and now it's an 11-point lead all of a sudden for Brooks. It's 18-7. Griffins get it inside. There's a layup that goes. Good ball movement that time, and cash it in under there is Kyle Olegbegi. He has 4, and it's 18-9. Brooks, in the person of Ryan Little, into the ball game. Now out top, Taiwo pulls up for 2. Got it. Nice shot. Tim Taiwo's first basket. I'm pretty sure it won't be his last, and it's 20-9.
9 quick points there. 4 for 5 from the field, Brooks is in the early going of the second quarter.
Ball out top to Cheney. Down in the corner, here's a riser for 3 for Tolliver. Won't go. Rebound tapped out, and it's grabbed by Vival. He goes to the hole. Sticks it up and in and drew the foul. Wow.
Taking it to Tommy Cheney, who's back and trying to get in transition defense there. Vival just gets the board and he heads down the floor. Cheney stood no chance. He picks up his first foul. That's 3 team fouls for the Griffins.
All of a sudden, a 13-point lead for Brooks. It's 22-9. We're 2 minutes into the second quarter of our championship game. We'll get an opportunity at halftime to recap the other scores from today. Foul shot short for Vival. I think everybody thought it was a shooting foul. Nobody went after the rebound except for one kid for East. And as a result, they end up with the rebound. Nice work by Caden Ross. Everybody else must have thought it was a 2-shot foul. Now a pass to the side. Gets away from Cheney, and East gives it right back.
Trying to work some quick passes, get the ball down the floor. Unfortunately, a little miscommunication. First turnover of the quarter for East.
Taiwo across the half line, left side to Kendall Larry. Spin move, can't get in. Away now to Little. Back out front. Larry with the catch. Shot off balance. Almost still made it. And now the rebound is tapped out to Kevin Grigg. Not always good when the official gets the loose ball.
It was a really good move for Larry. Didn't quite get the finish, but impressive drive to the basket nonetheless.
Brooks will keep the ball. Taiwo gets it inbounded out top. Drives to the free throw line. Stops. Away to Larry. Loads it up for 3. This one's no good, but the rebound comes out to Moore for the Eagles. He wants to drive it inside. Can't shoot. They go to the corner. Larry for 3, and he got it. Kendall Larry with 8. Man, it is 25-9 Brooks.
Good quick ball movement, and they just move it around so crisply. The look is wide open there in the corner for Larry.
They have hit another gear, man. Here's a long 3-try for East. No good. Put up out there by Cheney. And then the ball gets knocked loose out of bounds off Brooks. It'll stay with East. Brooks makes a change. They bring Kyle McElroy back in. And Tim Taiwo gets a breather. Championship game of the Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic. We're glad to have you with us off the inbound. Look at that elevation. George Bellevue went up. The inbound pass got him right in the hands, and he dropped it in.
Yeah, good feed from Tolliver.
On the other end, layup no good by Moore for Brooks. East the rebound. Little shake and bake. Runner in the lane won't go off Tolliver. Rebound grabbed by Brooks. McElroy with the rebound. They go left side with it, and Moore sets it up here for Brooks. Working left side of the floor, into the lane, stops, puts it up, short. Rebound taken down by Bellevue for East. Down court, they fake, and then they drive it inside. They kick it back out top, a try for 3, no good by Tolliver. Battle for the rebound, grabbed by McElroy for Brooks. But I tell you what, it's about one and done for East, because Brooks is hitting the boards hard. 25-11 Brooks. Halfway through the second quarter of our championship game. Kendall Larry with the ball. Away to Moore. Moore tried to back his way in. Got called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, just trying to do a little too much there. Putting too much body into him. Finally, they do call the charge. It was Tolliver that was playing defense there. So Jarrett Moore picking up his first foul. That's first foul against Brooks in this game. And that's their first turnover of the quarter.
Moore sits down. Taiwo back in. Brooks in front, 25-11. Lincoln Way East with the basketball. Cheney with the ball. Gets it away. Back out to Cheney now. Looking out top, Caden Ross. They double team him. Knocked it loose. He gets it back. He gets it away. Shot inside, around, and good. Nice work by Hagemaster. Mac Hagemaster's first basket. And it makes it 25-13. So 12-point advantage for Brooks. They have the ball. Left side bounce pass to Taiwo. Taiwo picks up the dribble. Larry to the rescue out top. He is really involved in the Brooks offense. Gets it knocked loose, and we got a foul. Or do we have a timeout? I think we have a timeout.
I think timeout came before the foul. No, there. Yep.
So, 2:58 to go, second quarter. Back in 30, Gale. It's 25-13 Brooks here on 97.9 XFM.
Wet Pools and Spas in Effingham, where you'll find top-of-the-line spas and above and in-ground pools at affordable prices.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
25-13 Brooks in front of Lincoln Way East, and Rich Columbus has just wanted to make sure things don't get out of hand here.
Well, his team was just 3 for 15 from the floor in the first quarter, and they've only made 3 field goals so far out of 9 attempts here in the second period. So, yeah, they can't get the shots to fall. Again, physical game, and they haven't quite made the adjustment yet, but Brooks is certainly feeling pretty comfortable right now.
They go to the corner with it, and the try for 3 is good. Well, I tell you, Brooks is playing really well. Ryan Little drains the corner 3. They make it 28-13.
Yeah, they dumped it in the post to McElroy, and he just touch passed it right over to Little in the right corner, and he drained the 3.
Getting it down low, East. Oh, good layup. Driving it to the basket and sticking it up and in is Tylen Tolliver. He has 4. That makes it 28-15.
Yeah, Tolliver, one of their leading scorers, but points been a little tough to come by for him so far tonight.
Ball knocked loose from McElroy, stolen by East. They get it down low. Shot put up no good by Ross, but somebody needed a saddle. Let's see who the foul's on.
So it was Tolliver that got the steal and pushed it up the floor to Caden Ross. Yeah, and he got wrestled to the floor as he put the shot up. Kendall Larry going to get called for the foul. That is his first.
2:12 left before halftime in our championship game of the 2021 Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic. Foul shot good. Put up and in. Caden Ross gets his 4th point. Change for Brooks in the meantime, as into the fray is Ashton Hutchinson. He'll replace Anthony Bavall, who gets a breather. Second foul shot around and good. So, East able to put up a couple of points. Tolliver with 5 now, and it's 28-17. So, the Griffins are back within 11 here with a couple of minutes to go before halftime. They go in the corner with it, now back out top, and they reverse it to the left corner. Hutchinson with it. Out to Larry. Brooks with the 11-point lead. The ball, there's a way deep 3 put up, no good by Hutchinson, and it was so no good it was out of bounds off the bounce off the miss, and the ball goes to East.
So a chance for Lincoln Way to maybe cut into this deficit a little bit more. Got to take advantage of these opportunities.
Boy, they push it up the floor. There's a layup. Came off no good by Tolliver, but there's the putback by Kyle Olegbegi. He has 6. That makes it a single-digit deficit anyway, so psychologically that ought to help as East's back within 28-19. Minute 20 to go before the halftime break. Larry with the basketball for Brooks. Checks the bench to Coach Montgomery for what to do next. Down in the corner, the catch by Hutchinson. Out top to Larry. They go left side with it to Taiwo. Back to Larry. They reverse it now to Hutchinson. Out top, Larry the catch. Bounce pass left side to Taiwo. This kills a lot of clock when you're ahead by 9. And you're going maybe for the last shot. Down to 55 seconds in the first half. Larry drives between 3, goes to the corner. They load it up for 3. Shot is no good. Put up by Little. Rebound grabbed by East. So they can make it 7 or 6 this trip. Big rebound by big man. That was Olegbegi that got the rebound. Out top to Tolliver. They go down in the corner with it. The catch by Josh Boers. Back to Boers now. They go underneath. Can't shoot. Pass is stolen. Boy, they got the ball to Olegbegi, and he was trying to clear it out, and way up in the air. Brooks gets the steal, and now they lose it at midcourt. Back to East, and the layup is pinned, but it's goaltending. Count the basket as Ross had let it go, and Taiwo tried to get back there and block it, and he got called for the pin and the goaltending.
Well, and then when he pinned the basketball against the backboard, his feet kept going while his body stayed parallel or underneath the rim or the backboard, and he took a tumble. He seems to be okay, but man, see, I can't jump that high, so it's no problem. Don't have to worry about doing things like that.
Here's a steal. Good work by Hagemaster. Stepped in front of a pass. He got it down low. The layup attempt is no good for Ross, and time elapses before another shot can get off. We're at halftime. It's a 7-point game. At one point, it was a 16-point game. So back to anybody's contest. Championship game of the Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic at halftime. It's Brooks 28, Lincoln Way East 21 here on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
Sarah Bush Lincoln is honored and committed to care for the medical needs of the community. Its orthopedic excellence is recognized by the Joint Commission Certificate of Distinction for Total Hip and Knee Replacement. See us at one of our locations.
Brown's Drugstore at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
Person-to-person money transfer. Easy, the way it should be. Learn more at crossroadsbank.com. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Since 1937, Geckner Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has been proud to support local and area teams, and that continues with this year's 2021 Christmas Classic. Good luck, area teams, from the family at Geckner Brothers.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
Compass Advisory Group Halftime Show. For all of your insurance needs, contact Corey McDaniel at 347-9697.
Back at the championship game of the Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic here at Effingham High School in Effingham, Illinois. At halftime, it's Chicago Brooks 28, Lincoln Way East's Griffins 21. Close as this game's been in a while. Here are the other scores from today's action. This morning in the 15th place game, a win for Lutheran North. They beat Horizon Southwest 70-45. Also today, it was a win for Pleasant Plains. They beat Belvedere by a count of 66-44. Earlier today, there were a couple of games in the 7th place and 5th place brackets. In the 7th place game, Knoxville beat St. Anthony 48-43. 5th place game, fun game, Teutopolis beat Effingham 58-47. And in the 3rd place contest, it was a win for Oaklawn over Newton 50-34. Here in the championship game at halftime, Brooks 28, Lincoln Way East 21. It was 11-7 Brooks after the first quarter. It was a 17-14 edge for Brooks in the second quarter. They lead it by 7 at the break here, 28-21. Individual scoring for Lincoln Way East, Tylen Tolliver has 5. Kyle Oligbegi was 6. Mac Hagemaster has 2. Josh Boers is yet to score. George Bellevue has 2. And Caden Ross has 6 points. UK Ezigwe and Tommy Cheney have both played but are yet to score. Again, 7 and 14 their quarters for 21 points here at halftime. For Brooks, Kendall Larry has 8 points. Anthony Bavall has 9. So there's 17 of their 28. Jared Moore has 4. Tim Taiwo 2. Kyle McElroy 2. Ryan Little hit a 3. And Ashton Hutchinson got to play. Brooks quarters 11 and 17 for their 28 points here at halftime. Dustin Statt scores from Gale. More to come in a minute here on 97.9 XFM.
Did you know that you do not need a
Brown's Drug Store at 115 West Jefferson Avenue at Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
Person-to-person money transfer. Easy, the way it should be. Learn more at crossroadsbank.com. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sarah Bush Lincoln is honored and committed to care for the medical needs of the community. Its orthopedic excellence is recognized by the Joint Commission Certificate of Distinction for Total Hip and Knee Replacement. See us at one of our locations.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
Wet Pools and Spas in Effingham.
Battle for Coles County. Charleston beat Mattoon 53-47, so I missed that. Dustin, how about the stats on that first half?
Well, the Brooks Eagles shooting 40.7% from the field for the first half, 11 out of 27. Just 3 free throws, 2 out of 3 there. They were 4 for 8 and even 50% on their three-pointers. The Griffins of Lincoln Way East, 9 of 29 from the field, 31% shooting for the half. They were 2 for 2 at the free throw line. So not a lot of work done at the stripe so far, and just 1 of 8 on their three-pointers, 12.5%. The rebounding edge goes to the Griffins actually in the first half, 17-13, and the turnovers are even at 6 apiece. Brooks had just 2 in the first quarter, but 4 in the second quarter, and you can reverse that for Lincoln Way East. They had 4 in the first, 2 in the second. All comes out to 6 apiece. Individually, starting with Brooks, they got 9 points in that first half from Anthony Bavall, 4 for 5 from the field. He was 0 for 1 at the free throw line. He made a three-pointer. He was 1 for 2 from beyond the arc. A couple of rebounds for him as well. Kendall Larry not far behind with 8 points on 3 of 6 shooting, including 2 for 3 from beyond the arc. 2 rebounds for him. He has one of the 2 fouls whistled against Brooks. The other one belongs to Jared Moore. He's got 4 points on 2 of 5 shooting, 3 rebounds for him. 3 points for Ryan Little off the bench. He was 1 for 3 from the field. That was a three-pointer, a rebound, and an assist for Ryan. 2 points for Kyle McElroy. He was 0 for 1 from the field, but did have a 2 for 2 trip to the free throw line. 3 rebounds and an assist for him. Tim Taiwo, 2 points on 1 of 6 shooting, a couple of rebounds and an assist. And Ashton Hutchinson played a little bit there. He was 0 for 1 from the field. He missed a 3-pointer. So those are the 7 guys to see action for the Brooks Eagles. For Lincoln Way East, 7 points for Caden Ross led the way. He was 2 for 5 from the field, including 1 of 3 from 3-point range. Had a 2 for 2 trip to the free throw line. Those were the only free throws that the Griffins shot in the first half. He also, Ross that is, had 4 rebounds and 2 assists, so a pretty complete first half for him. Kyle Olabegi, 6 points on 3 for 5 shooting. He's got 4 rebounds, including 3 on the offensive glass. Ty Tolliver, 2 for 9 from the field, 4 points for him, a rebound and an assist. George Bellevue, 2 points on 1 of 5 shooting. He does lead all players with 5 rebounds. 2 points also from Mac Hagemaster, 1 for 3 from the field with a couple of rebounds. Josh Bors and Uke Ezigwe, they both played but did not attempt a shot. And Tommy Chaney played a little bit there in the second quarter. He was 0 for 2 from the field, both attempts from beyond the arc. So at halftime, it is Chicago Brooks 28, Lincoln Way East 21, championship game of the Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic for 2021.
Thank you, Dustin. Gail, any scores?
Okay, you already went through everything that took place at Effingham, correct?
Correct.
Okay, let's look at the Vandalia Holiday Tournament. Okaw Valley defeated Father McGivney 46-27. It was Flora over Cumberland 44-36. Nokomis with a win over Vandalia 53-51. Teutopolis JV defeated Shelbyville 49-35, and Pana Meridian just getting underway. As far as the Cesar-Valier Holiday Tournament, Sparta over Thompsonville 79-45. Goreville with a win over Coulterville 50-43. It was Altamont with the victory over Cobden 45-38. And Cesar-Valier is leading Christopher 28-25 midway through the third quarter. As far as college football, Duke's Mayo Bowl, South Carolina beat North Carolina 38-21. And the ESPN Music City Bowl, Purdue over Tennessee 48-45 in overtime. And the Peach Bowl underway 21-10. Pittsburgh is leading Michigan State in the third quarter.
There's a real bowl game. All right, thank you for that score.
The Duke's Mayo Bowl. I love it.
Means Brian Herman and George Flexter are watching that one. They love Duke's Mayo.
I wonder if the winning coach, instead of Gatorade, gets a big jar of mayonnaise poured over his head when that thing's over. Also, if you're going to mention Cobden, you are obligated to mention the name of the team from Cobden. You have to say that they beat the Cobden Apple Knockers, of course.
One of the best nicknames going. Absolutely. We get a little respite these next few days. We don't have another broadcast till Tuesday, so that'll seem like 6 weeks off.
Well, it depends on if you got 2 little kids at home or not. It might actually, the work might just be beginning, actually.
Oh.
Just depends on who you are.
I guess. So if I was really corny, I'd say, so we don't have another game till next year. But I'd never say that.
No, you didn't just say it, for sure.
No, absolutely not. East gets the ball. It's 28-21. Brooks is up by 7, and they've led about the whole show, but they were up 16, and now it's 7, and East has a chance to get back closer until at least they did until they threw it out of bounds, just sir.
Well, pass went right through the hands of the intended receiver. I don't know if he wasn't looking for the ball. Seemed a little frustrated afterwards, but hard to tell whether he's frustrated that he just didn't catch it or if because the pass wasn't supposed to be coming his way. At any rate, it's a quick turnover, and so Brooks has the ball in the 7-point lead.
2nd and 10 if we're playing football, but we aren't. Right side, a deep 3 put up and out. Boy, that was halfway down by Vival for Brooks. Came out, though. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Lincoln Way East's basketball.
I'm kind of conditioned at this point based on everything we've seen. When the Brooks Eagles put up a 3-pointer, it's probably going to go down. And that one for Vival, it seemed like it was destined to go through and just scored back out.
Tylen Tolliver goes to the corner with it. Now they bring it back out to Tolliver as East tries to get a little closer. There's a cutter down the lane. Tough catch and a good pass. And East gets the bucket. Good work by Hagemaster. He made the tough catch, and he got it to Beggy for the layup. And all of a sudden, friends, it's a 5-point ball game.
Yeah, good pass across the lane along the baseline. Big man to set up the layup.
28-23, turnaround in the lane. Shot no good for McElroy for Brooks, and the rebound Hagemaster, and they could make it 3 or 2 this trip. So after being down 16, they are right back in this game, Lincoln Way East. Out top, Tylen Tolliver. They go left side to Oleg Beggy. Now to Caden Ross, back to Oleg Beggy. Now to Caden Ross. They're about a foot apart height-wise, so I've got to readjust my sightlines there a little. Here's a try for 3 for Tolliver. Back of the rim, no good. Battle for the board. It's grabbed by Oleg Beggy. He's got his back to the basket, so out top. Now they go down on the corner. Now to Oleg Beggy, and a good pass inside to Tolliver, but the layup won't go. And a rebound taken down by McElroy for Brooks. He gets it away to Kendall Larry, who says, I'm bringing it back out top here. Pass to Vival, who sneaked back in on me during the dead ball. Off to Taiwo, back to Vival, back to Taiwo. Left wing, tries 3. Oh, my, he buried that. Taiwo with 5. And it pushes the lead for Brooks back to 8. It's 31-23.
Deep attempt for Taiwo, hitting his first 3 of the game. They've had 4 different guys hit from beyond the arc.
Tolliver with the ball for East. He and Ross play catch. That's numbers 1 and 2 on this team. They go underneath. Hagemaster tried to get it inside. Knocked loose. And it ends up knocked away by Brooks, and we've got a foul.
Hey, you got to make sure, don't you? But they did whistle the foul. Taiwo getting his first foul of the game. First team foul for either team in the half.
East will inbound right by their basket. They get in the corner to Hagemaster. Get back on the side. Tolliver a deep 3 and way too deep. Taiwo the rebound for Brooks, and he gets it to the corner, and Anthony Vival dials us up a 3. Vival with a dozen. And all of a sudden, it's back to a double-digit lead again for Brooks, 34-23.
Yeah, when Taiwo gets a long rebound, look out, because he's going to bring it right down the floor, and they had numbers there.
Ross for 3 for East, no good. Ball knocked away, last touch by Brooks. It'll stay with the Griffins to inbound by their basket.
Always an advantage to have guys who are big and strong enough to go into a crowd, grab a rebound, but then dribble right out. It gets you a lot of quick points, and that's what they had there. Just a 3-pointer before Lincoln Way East could even set its defense.
Tommy Cheney steps in. Tylen Tolliver down now for East. They're looking to get it inbounded on their baseline, and they lob it, and the catch by Hagemaster. He's a pretty good target. Ball knocked loose out of bounds. It'll stay with the Griffins.
Yeah, he wanted to give it right back to Cheney, who'd inbounded it, but needed to go with the bounce pass maybe instead. Defender got a hand on it and batted it out of bounds.
East inbounds by their bench. They get it out top to Ross. Now the left corner, try for 3. Good. Holy moly, dial a basket. Nice shot put up out there by Tommy Cheney. That's his first points. Back to an 8-point game. We have time. Timeout, 4:59 to go. Third quarter, championship game at the Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic. It's Brooks 34, East 26 here on 97.9 XFM.
Wet Pools and Spas in Effingham, where you'll find top-of-the-line spas and above and in-ground pools at affordable prices.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
.459 left in the third quarter of our championship game at the Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic. A reminder, you can go to our YouTube channel because we're live video streaming this championship game. So wherever you are, if you can find YouTube, you can find us.
And the best part is you still get to hear us, okay? You see the action, but you still get to hear us. It's just the best of both worlds.
Sounds like 2 times the fun. Yes, I agree.
At least 2 times.
Brooks has the ball out top. Taiwo with the basketball. I like to watch Tim Taiwo play. He's a lot of fun. They get it out top to Kendall Larry. who is listed at 5'7", and that's probably generous, but boy, he is a playmaker. They get it inside now. Moore puts it up and in. Jared Moore cashes in. He has 6. There's that lead back to 10 for Brooks, 36-26. East down low. Hagemeister the catch. Now they go on the side and do a good job of shutting down Bellevue. Now they go back the other side. Shot put up, no good by Bellevue. Rebound grabbed somehow by McElroy for Brooks. He gets it away to Kendall Larry. Larry will get it across the half line here. Goes right side into a double team. Ball's knocked loose. Brooks gets it back. Another collision, and it's off the ball's hands, and East comes away with a steal. First turnover on Brooks in the quarter. Way cross court. Cheney loads up for 3 more. Banked it. No good. Rebound taken down by Oleg Beggy. This shot no good. Rebound taken down by Brooks. Grabbed out of there by Vival. To Larry, who gets it across half court. So Brooks with the ball and a 10-point lead and 3.5 to go third quarter. Out top, Vival, Anthony Vival, V-A-V-A-L. He and Kendall Larry, common spelling on Larry, just like Larry Wilson, the old Hall of Famer, who I saw here just a moment ago. They get it away now to Kendall Larry. Some of you folks up in other parts of the state don't know Larry. Well, you should. Kendall Larry gets it to Vival. Vival trapped, and in fact, it goes into backcourt, but they say he got knocked loose, so he can go back after it. Meanwhile, that was a perilous journey, and he got called for palming the ball.
Yeah, dribble got a little high on him, and so Kevin Grigg blows whistle, says, yeah, maybe just a little much there. Second turnover for the Eagles, so Lincoln Way East gets the ball back, trying to cut their deficit back to single digits here.
Rich Columnist says it's time to get Braden Lovell in the ball game. He's a 6'2 junior wearing number 15, so he checks in. They sit down Hagemeister. So that change in the East lineup. East with the ball. Brooks with the lead, though, 36-26. Under 3 minutes to go, third quarter. And instantly they go inside to Lovell, and he missed the layup. Rebound taken down by McElroy. I'm not saying it was an uncontested layup. I would never say that. But there's been hardly anything that wasn't contested in this one. Taiwo with the ball. Out top to Vival. Brooks sets it up. Vival drives down the lane through everybody. Left hands it up, but it came off no good. And the rebound taken down by Oleg Beggy. Here comes East. Oleg Beggy in the corner for 3. Got it. Oleg Beggy.
That was Bellevue, actually, that hit that.
George Bellevue, thank you. He has 5. And it makes it an 8-point game again, 36-28.
Just doing what they can, trying to keep it manageable here.
They were down 16. They got it down to 7. Then it was back to double digits. Now it's an 8-point game again. They just can't get enough stops on Brooks. Under 2 minutes to play, third quarter. Vival with it. Left side, the catch by Moore. They go to the corner. Larry's try for 3, no good, but a rebound grabbed by McElroy. Gets it out top. Taiwo, off balance 2, a 2, no good. They get it out now to Moore, and he hits it. So Jared Moore hits the 3, He has 9. There's an 11-point lead for Brooks, and lots of action as Brooks was just trying to get a piece of the action there. Got a jump and all kinds of problems.
Yeah, well, the Griffins couldn't get the ball inbounded, and there was a tie-up right there on the baseline, right where the ball was being inbounded, and the change of possession is going to go, the alternate possession gives it to the Eagles, so a turnover on Lincoln Way East.
And then they lob it over the head of McElroy to the Brooks bench. So it's going right back to East. Here's a change for Brooks. Joaquin Cassell, who we saw against the Hearts a couple of days ago, checks in first time tonight. They're going to give Kyle McElroy a breather. So East with the ball down 11, 39-28. Minute 20 to go in the third quarter of our championship game. Oleg Beggy gets it away to a teammate who lost the handle on it. Stolen by Brooks. And look at Larry get down the court and left hands it up and in. Kendall Larry has 10. And there's a 13-point lead again for Brooks, 41-28. In the lane, shot for 2. Good by Oleg Beggy, and he drew the foul. Got a shot at an and 1 here.
Yeah, just got in the middle of the lane, about, 8 foot or something like that. Was able to draw the contact, get the one-handed shot to go, waiting to see who the foul was on. Looks like they're going to give Taiwo his second foul of the game. Just 2 team fouls for the Eagles.
So to the line for the foul shot. Oleg puts it up. No good. Rebound, nobody yet. Finally, it's grabbed by Bellevue. He got it to the side, and the layup is good. Nice work by Tylen Tolliver, who got the basket. He has 7, and it's a 9-point game again, 41-32. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Taiwo across midcourt for Brooks. A little shake and bake down the lane. Runs through everybody. Got it caught under the rim as he laid it up. No good. Rebound taken down by Oleg Baggy. He can make it a 6-point game this trip. Tried to go inside. Knocked away from behind. Cassell, I think, is going to call for the foul here.
Yeah, trying to deny that pass, but got him on the hand as he was reaching in there. So Cassell, newly in the game, doesn't take him too long to pick up his first foul, 3 for the Eagles.
And he's newly out of the game. He sits down as they bring Taiwo back in. So a 9-point lead for Brooks, and East a little trouble inbounding. In fact, that was way too much mustard on that one, and it ended up out of bounds.
Tolliver inbounding from one side of the baseline to the opposite corner, had 2 teammates that were sort of converging on the ball, and again, I'm not sure that either one knew exactly who was supposed to get it. Goes out of bounds. 4th turnover for the Griffins.
So let's see if Brooks goes for the last shot of the third quarter, down to 18 seconds. They have the ball in a 9-point leader, 41-32. Kendall Larry with the ball out about the center jump. Still working, keeping that dribble going, being closely guarded. It gets knocked loose. Larry gets it back. He goes to the corner of a ball for 3. No good. Back of the rim. Rebound to Larry. Gets a shot up, but after the buzzer. By the way, before the buzzer, rebound to McElroy. But the shot came after the buzzer. 9-point game. We're heading to the fourth quarter of our championship game at the Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic. It's Brooks 41, Lincoln Way East 32, here on 97.9 XFM.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Color Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Sarah Bush Lincoln is honored and committed to care for the medical needs of the community. Its orthopedic excellence is recognized by the Joint Commission Certificate of Distinction for Total Hip and Knee Replacement. See us at one of our locations.
We're heading to the fourth quarter championship game of the 2021 Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic. We've had a lot of fun the last 3 days. Thanks to everybody who's hosted us. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast tonight. Live video and audio streaming. Go to YouTube and you'll say, look for those 2 guys, and there will be. East gets it to start the fourth quarter. Ross with the basketball. He is playing catch out top here with Bellevue. Driving an inside shot for 2. Oh, it came out no good.
He called it travel anyway.
Wouldn't have counted. It's one of those moot points. So a turnover for East.
I think the Lincoln Way bench a little confused about that one, but it is the first turnover. So Brooks gets the ball with the 9-point lead.
Tough catch inside by McElroy. They go to the corner, and there's a 3 good by Jarrett Moore. Jarrett Moore with a dozen. That is the 3rd player in double figures for Brooks. And it's 44-32. So back to a 12-point lead. At various points, East's gotten closer, but they've never been able to catch up. That's bottom line. They try a 3, no good. Rebound put up and in by Kyle Oleg-Baggy, and he got fouled, and he'll go to the line to try the and 1 here.
Yeah, the offensive rebound on the Tolliver missed 3-pointer came out long to Cade Ross. He caught it, quickly gave it up to Oleg-Baggy, who made the shot and took the foul. That one going against Brooks's Kyle McElroy, his first.
Might have more than maybe 1 point too many here for East. Foul shot's good. Oleg-Baggy has 13 according to my ciphering. And it makes it 44-35.
That's what I've got.
Down.
That's what the scoreboard's got now, too, I believe.
Okay. We're a minute into the fourth quarter. So Brooks with a 9-point lead in the ball, and they're getting a little more selective about what they're doing out there now. Taiwo with the basketball. Got it away safely to Bavall. He runs down the lane. Shot for two. Won't go. Rebound East. They cut it down court. Knocked loose. It's regained. And Caden Ross will try to set it up here for East. They get it away to a teammate. Shot too strong. Put up no good by Oligbegi. Rebound Brooks. They get it underneath. Kendall Larry. Layup no good. Rebound taken down now by Mac Hagemeister, and we'll run the other way, and the ball stripped, goes out of bounds, and it's off the East player, Tylen Tolliver's knee, and it'll go back to Brooks.
Yeah, Tolliver trying to go up for the shot, lost control of the basketball, and the judge, in the estimation of the officials, went off of his body, so another chance for Brooks here.
Hope you enjoyed that trip up and down the floor as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. Now we have a foul as Brooks tries to drive it inside.
Yeah, they're going to give one to George Bellevue here, his second of the game. First foul whistled against Lincoln Way East in the second half.
So it's out of bounds at midcourt to Brooks. The ball inbounds in backcourt to Larry, who's like the Energizer Bunny. He never runs down. Gets the ball. Up court to Jarrett Moore on the pass. Spin move going down to the corner on a pass to Bavall. Try for three, nothing but net. Tickling the twine. Anthony Bavall with 15. There's a 12-point lead again for Brooks. We're down to 5:54 to go in this one. Ross gets it away safely to Bellevue. Driving inside. Hagemaster powers up and sticks it home.
A little spin move there as nobody really picked him up and defended him too hard on the blocks. So he said, I'll take that if I can get it. 4 points for him.
And it's a 10-point game, 47-37. Brooks with the ball in the lead, and we're 5.5 to go in this one. I have the now all-tournament team announced on the post-game show, so stick around for that.
Brooks is 9 out of 16 from three-point range in this game. Just unbelievable shooting.
Two put up, no good by Bavall. Pretty shot, but it wouldn't go. Rebound East, and nobody knew it was coming, and it goes off an East kid, grabbed back by Brooks, driving it inside, and a big collision, and Bavall called for the charge, he said.
Caden Ross stands in the way. Gets the foul against Bavall, so that's Anthony's first turnover for Brooks in the fourth quarter.
George Montgomery looks mystified with that call. He comes to midcourt to talk to the official about it. And the official is keeping his head on the court. His eyes on the court. Shot put up. Hagemaster won't go. Follow good, though. Nice work as sticking up in is George Bellevue. He has 7, and it's 47-39, and East's got it down to single digits again. 4:44 to go in this one. 47-39. Brooks with the lead in the ball. Getting it down low, Taiwo to the corner to Larry, who almost lost the handle. Almost being the operative word. Back out to Taiwo. Tim on the dribble. Wants to go inside, no room. So on the corner to Moore. Back to Taiwo. Back to Moore. Moore brings it out top now. And the clock keeps ticking. And that's what another thing Brooks is looking at. They got the ball in the 8-point lead. Ball knocked loose, out of bounds, behind George Montgomery. It'll stay with Brooks.
Yeah, Bellevue able to get a hand on that pass, send it out of bounds. So Taiwo got an inbound right in front of his teammates.
Taiwo looking to inbound. In backcourt to Larry. Just a little bit of contact. Larry into the lane, tried to get it, and does finally, and a shot put up and in by Jarrett Moore. I didn't think that pass had a prayer of getting in there. Moore caught it, stuck it up and in.
Yeah, good find.
He's 14 now. Leads back to 10 for Brooks, 49-39. Pass by East, knocked away out of bounds by Brooks. So they'll inbound on the side. Under 4 minutes to play in this one. 49-39 Brooks. East, meanwhile, looking to get some points here in a hurry. Oh, big old collision and an offensive foul. They say Tolliver shoved off to get some room to shoot.
Yeah, it's one of those, again, you get that arm extended and it makes the call a lot easier for the official. The defender goes to the floor. If it's just shoulder to chest contact, you never know what the call might be, but once that arm comes out, you're pretty much not going to get the benefit of the doubt as the offensive player.
So Brooks taking their time this trip. Down to 3:45 to go. They have the ball in the 10-point lead here. in the championship of this Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic. Larry with the ball, gets it on the side to Moore. Moore drives to the baseline, looking to get out of trouble, and does with a bounce pass to Bivol. Bivol, a lot of contact there, and there's an offensive foul on Bivol. He used that same forearm that Dustin was mentioning, and a turnover on Brooks.
Brooks' second turnover of the quarter. They've got 11 for the game. So we'll get back to it after a Chicago Brooks timeout.
Timeout on the floor with 3.5 to go. Championship of the Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic. It's Brooks 49, East 39. You're on 97.9 XFM.
Wet Pools and Spas in Effingham, where you'll find top-of-the-line spas and above and in-ground pools at affordable prices.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
Brown's Drugstore at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more. Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
3.5 to go in this one. Championship of the Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic at Chicago Brooks 49, Lincoln Way East 39. East with the ball. They force it inside. Turnaround shot for two. Won't go for Hagemaster. Rebound put up and in. George Bellevue. It's his 9th point, and it's 49-41. Pressure by East after the made shot. Larry still not across the half line for Brooks. Now he is. He gets it high post. Catch by Moore. Now back out to Larry. Left side to Bivol. Almost stolen. But Larry corrals it for Brooks. Away to Taiwo. Back to Larry. They just stayed across the half line. That was dancing. In the lane, the catch by Moore. Can't shoot. Gets it away on the side now. And now Brooks is doing about 11 passes until they get fouled.
Caden Ross finally gets whistled for his first foul. That one is the third against Lincoln Way. They're going to, at some point, have to start, maybe not yet, of course, but down 8. At some point they're going to be in foul mode, and they're going to need to get a couple more team fouls stacked up anyway. So get aggressive on defense. If you get a steal, great. If you get the foul called, not going to hurt much of anything, especially Ross, just one for him.
2 changes for East. Rich Coloma sends a couple of players back in. Josh Bowers is back in for the first time in a while. Meanwhile, Brooks contented to pass the basketball. They get it on the side now to Taiwo. Out top to Larry. Bounce pass to Bivol. They've got the offense spread pretty well. We're down to 2:20 to play. In the corner, McElroy got it. What did he do, step out of bounds?
No, the pass was along the baseline and apparently got a piece of the line there. So Brooks whistled for their third turnover, and that's a break for Lincoln Way East. Now they got to take advantage of it.
49-41. Brooks with the lead. East with the ball back. Tylen Tolliver on the dribble for the Griffins. Gets it to midcourt to Ross. Way cross court, now down the lane. Nice move through 2, but Tolliver can't get the layup to go. And we've got a battle for the rebound. It's grabbed, I think, by McElroy for Brooks, and I think he might have got fouled.
No, McElroy
and out of bounds.
McElroy and Olabegi were tied up for it, and I think it's just an alternate possession type of deal. They called the jump, and so it will go back with the Eagles.
Well, the officials were meeting and conferring, and it's out of bounds to Brooks. Down to minute 59 to go in this one. Brooks has led start to finish. It's 49-41. They got it up by 16, and East got within the single digits, but they've gotten no closer. Moore with the basketball for Brooks. On the side to Bivol. To Kendall Larry. Back away to Moore. Just outside the lane to Larry. Drives it inside. Great feed. McElroy sends it down. Hello.
Long possession, lots of passing, just trying to kill clock, but if a chance to set up a teammate for a flush comes along, you do it.
Shot for 2 on the other end for East is good. Tylen Tolliver has 9. Oh, buddy, that was a jam. McElroy has 4 points and lots of fans. Down to 1:12 to go. Let's take a 30-second break, Gail. 51-43 Brooks here on 97.9 XFM.
Sarah Bush Lincoln is honored and committed to care for the medical needs of the community. Its orthopedic excellence is recognized by the Joint Commission Certificate of Distinction for Total Hip and Knee Replacement. See us at one of our locations.
Person-to-person money transfer. Easy, the way it should be. Learn more at crossroadsbank.com. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams in the tournament.
Kind of a moment we've been waiting for. You know, a lot of guys in this game, I think, capable of throwing one down. But, yeah, it was a good move, a good pass for Larry to set up his teammate Kyle McElroy with a one-handed dunk there, and kind of putting some emphasis on this game with Lincoln Way East hanging around, just kind of making sure that everybody knows, hey, we're still in control of this basketball game. Minute 12 to go. Still an 8-point game, but Brooks has led throughout. And yeah, that was sort of an exclamation point on this basketball game.
I'm not sure it's gotten any closer than 8. Maybe 6 one trip, but for the most part, Brooks has led it, and they've let it start to finish. Kendall Larry with the ball for Brooks. He is a dandy point guard to Vival, and he got fouled with 59.9 seconds left. And it's out of bounds to Brooks on the common foul.
Yeah, that one going to go against Caden Ross. That's his second. 4th team foul for the Griffins. They're going to have to get a few more of those.
Again, we'll announce an all-tournament team after the game. Vival gets it in safely to Taiwo, now to Larry, and he got fouled with 53 seconds to go.
Yeah, Caden Ross finally came over and fouled him. I mean, Ty Tolliver was trying. He was trying. He just couldn't get them to blow the whistle. He had his hands all over the guy, but couldn't get the whistle blown. And some more time comes off the clock with that 5th foul.
Taiwo looked mildly annoyed on that one. And over to calm him a little was teammate Kendall Larry. Ball knocked loose now as Vival went after a wild pass, and he gets fouled with 44.8 seconds.
Tolliver does get the foul there, his second. So now 16 fouls apiece. Now everything's one in bonus.
Coach Columbus says, young man, you get in there. So Tolliver leaves, and checking into the fray is Kyle Olabegi. He was out of there. Oh, no, it's not. It's Uke Ezigwe.
Yes.
In the lineup again. And here's a foul by East with 43 seconds left.
Yeah, Bellevue fouls Vival in the backcourt. So they'll send Anthony to the line. He's only shot 1 free throw today. There haven't been many free throws shot at all in this game. In fact, only 1 in this entire second half between the two teams. So here we go. Vival going to have a chance for the 1 in bonus. See if they can, if the Eagles can salt away this win.
East's going to employ the shuttle now. They run Tommy Cheney back in there for the first time in a while. Meantime, Anthony Vival sitting on 15 points tonight, and a foul shot no good, but his teammate had the rebound, McElroy, but then he looked down and he didn't have the ball anymore.
Olabegi got it out of there when it was all said and done.
They get it away safely, and a pass inside. Tough catch by Bellevue. The shot won't go. Rebound, nobody yet. It's a scrum, and I think we've got Australian rules football. Now there's a jump.
It's going to be a tie-up, and Olabegi was the only black and blue jersey in the neighborhood. And I think it stays on this end if I have it right. I think that the possession arrow should favor Lincoln Way East, and that's correct.
Change here for East. Hagemaster checks back in. They'll sit down as Ezigwe.
The biggest problem for Lincoln Way East is that all took a lot of time off the clock, just 24 seconds to go.
The inbound in the corner to Cheney. They get it out top to Ross. He doled it up a 3, and he got it. Holy cow, from out about the heart emblem. Ross drains it. He has 9. That makes it a 5-point game. Timeout East back in 30 on 97.9 XFM.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
For Brooks coach George Montgomery already, as he has announced he's departing, headed to California, which is not a bad place to be.
You notice, he doesn't do the talking in their huddles either. He's does the coaching during the game a little bit, but as far as talking to the players, his assistants do most of the communicating. So I have a feeling that I don't know what their plans are for next year, but I got a feeling that probably the next head coach is already down there and already kind of getting a feel for the job.
All I know is when Coach Montgomery stands up, I'd be paying attention.
Yep.
So Brooks with the ball and the 5-point lead and 15 seconds left, and they managed to get it away from everybody, and they could have had a layup. Instead, they pass it out to get a few more seconds left, and Cheney, with the grabbing of the uniform top with 9 seconds to go, gets called for the foul.
Yeah, do whatever you can do to get the foul there, and a lot more time killed from the clock there as Brooks was able to move the ball expertly around, avoid the foul, and make sure that some more time ran down under 10 seconds to go now. Larry with 1-and-1 coming up.
Kendall Larry with 10 tonight. Foul shot, good. One coming still. So a 6-point lead, 3-possession lead, however you want to define it. Larry comes out of the lane, gets the shoes good.
I believe he gave a high five to a non-existent teammate on one side of the lane.
Foul shot good. There's a dozen for Kendall Larry. The lead is 7. 9 seconds to go. I'm liking Brooks' chances here. Ross across the half line, stops out of the key, and we got a foul on Brooks. I'll bet that will delight Coach Montgomery. We're going to administer it by gum.
I think they're calling a timeout, actually, is what it was. Yep, it's coach. It's timeout.
Okay. Back in 30, 53-46, Brooks here on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is
Person-to-person money transfer. Easy, the way it should be. Learn more at crossroadsbank.com. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
As a Health Mart town, Andy's Health Mart Pharmacy.
4.8 seconds left. It's 53-46, Brooks in front of Lincoln Way East. So it appears George Montgomery is going to go out on top as the coach of the champions of the 2021 Christmas Classic. 7-point lead and 4.8 seconds left. I like their chances. East's going to inbound. Bellevue right by his bench. And he gets it in safely. Ross the catch. Try for 3. No good. Rebound Brooks. That is the show. Just for the trivia nature of it, Kendall Larry with the last rebound of the game. And Brooks is your champ. They let it start to finish, gang. Chicago Brooks with the victory, 53-46 over Lincoln Way East. Kendall Larry with the backward somersault. That was pretty cool.
I was looking down.
That was impressive. I think C.J. Schmidt could make that. Otherwise, I don't know if there's anybody else who could do that. 53-46, Brooks a winner. I think we're going to have the announcement of the all-tournament team here immediately, if not sooner. So that's why I'm stalling instead of taking a break. I see members of the all-tournament team. I hear Sid Kebler.
To present the all-tournament team of the 2021 Effingham Theotokos Christmas Classic. We have had 6 of these individuals already leave for home because they had a long way to go. And I'm going to announce who they are from Pleasant Plains was Zach Powell. From Knoxville, David Tice. From Oaklawn, Johnny McGowan. Also from Oaklawn, Davion Lawrence. From Champaign Centennial, David Hubbard. And from Dixon, Jacob Gator. Those 6 have already been presented their plaques and are headed home. Now the ones that we think are here, and if they are here, please come down to the main floor, please. From St. Anthony, Kyle Stewart.
Kyle is here. He's in the far bleachers, so he'll come down. Kyle Stewart of St. Anthony. The old left-hander.
From Chicago Brooks, Jarrett Moore.
You know he's here. He just got done playing, winning the championship. Jarrett Moore, number 11 for this Brooks team.
From Lincoln Way East, Ty Tolliver.
Yeah, Ty Tolliver, good player for Lincoln Way East. He makes the all-tournament team. Wearing number 1.
This individual's here from Newton, Evan Schaefer.
Evan Schaefer from Newton makes it. Boy, a lot of the Newton fans stuck around at least till halftime for the game.
From Effingham, Garrett Wolf.
Garrett Wolf, who stepped up, had such a big game out of the gate today for Effingham, made the all-tournament team. And he is here. He's up down to our right, headed downstairs now. So congratulations to Garrett. The junior makes the all-tournament team.
From Teotopolis, Caleb Seamer.
Big Caleb, number 54, Caleb Seamer of Teotopolis makes the all-tournament team. Another junior making his way downstairs. Wait till baseball season.
Newton, Ben Meinhardt, if he is here.
Ben Meinhardt from Newton being recognized. I think everybody from Newton headed out about halftime.
Lincoln Way East, George Bellevue.
Lincoln Way East, George Bellevue. A big second half for them here in the championship game.
Chicago Brooks, Anthony Bavall.
Anthony Bavall from Brooks makes the all-tournament team. Boy, what a stylish player.
Ladies, that is, gentlemen, that's your 15-member all-tournament team. Let's give them a round of applause.
Congratulations to all the young men that are part of the all-tournament team at the 2021 Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic. So we've had that. We've had the honor to George Montgomery, and we'll look at some stats and scores all on the way in 90 seconds, Gail, here on 97.9 XFM.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
Wet Pools and Spas in Effingham, where you'll find top-of-the-line spas and above and in-ground pools at affordable prices.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
Since 1937, Geckner Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has been proud to support local and area teams, and that continues with this year's 2021 Christmas Classic. Good luck, area teams, from the family at Geckner Brothers.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
This is the Farm Credit Illinois postgame show. Farm Credit Illinois, assisting farmers for over 100 years.
Back at Effingham High School, championship of the Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic for 2024 goes to Chicago Brooks. They had a presentation of the team trophy, and Lincoln Way East got a beautiful second-place trophy as well. So congratulations to them. I'll run through the all-tournament team one more time before we head out tonight. As far as the scoring tonight, it was 11-7 Brooks after the first quarter. Brooks led at 28-21 at halftime. They were up 41-32 after 3, and they win at 53-46. So East was able to close the gap, but they could never get quite over the hump. And Brooks the winner, 53-46. As far as the scoring, pardon me, one more cough for the road. For Lincoln Way East, Highland. I'm going to get over this one of these days, I promise. Tylen Tolliver had 9 points. Kyle Oleg-Beggy had 13. Mag Hagemaster had 4 points. Josh Boers played a lot, didn't ever score. George Bellevue had 9. Caden Ross had 9. Uke Ezigwe played but didn't score. And Tommy Cheney hit a 3. Quarters again for Lincoln Way East, 7, 14, 11, and 14 for their 46 points. For Eagles of Brooks High School, named after Gwendolyn Brooks, the former poet laureate of Illinois. I try to throw that in once a year. Kendall Larry had 12 points. Anthony Bivall, 15. So he led all scorers tonight. Jared Moore had 14 points. Tim Taiwo, 4. Kyle McElroy had 4, and the prettiest dunk in the game for sure. Ashton Hutchinson played but didn't score. Joaquin Castle got to play. And Ryan Little hit a 3. Quarters for Brooks, 11, 17, 13, and 12 for their 53 points. Final score, Brooks 53, Lincoln Way East 46. And we'll recap all the scores from Miss Gale, stats from Dustin. It's all on the way in 90 seconds on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is... Since 1937, Geckner Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has been proud to support local and area teams, and that continues with this year's 2021 Christmas Classic. Good luck, area teams, from the family at Geckner Brothers.
Brown's Drug Store at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
Sarah Bush Lincoln is honored and committed to care for the medical needs of the community. Its orthopedic excellence is recognized by the Joint Commission Certificate of Distinction for Total Hip and Knee Replacement. See us at one of our locations.
Washington Savings Bank is here for you through every stage of life. We make banking easy and convenient.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
All right, final score again in the championship game. Brooks 53, Lincoln Way East 46, and Dustin's going to tell us how that happened.
Yeah, Chicago Brooks, the Eagles got the win on 43.4% shooting tonight, 20 for 46 from the field. Brooks 4 for 6 from the free throw line, and 9 for 16, 56.3% from beyond the arc. Yeah, 9 out of 16 on your three-pointers. That's going to get the job done most of the time, and really consistently good. They made 50% or better from three-point range in every single quarter of this game. So, hats off to them. You shoot the ball like that, and they did it against Effingham too. They're going to be tough to beat. So they got, again, 9 of 16, 56.3%. For Lincoln Way East, they shot 36.3% tonight, 20 for 55 from the field. Only 3 free throws, made all 3 of them, and they were 3 for 15, 20% from beyond the arc. Rebounding edge went the way of the Griffins, actually, 31-24. So the Lincoln Way East out-rebounded them, but it came up on the losing end of the score. Turnovers pretty well even. The Griffins had 13 to the 12 for the Brooks Eagles. Let's take a look at some individual numbers. We'll start with Lincoln Way East, 13 points for Kyle Olabegi, 6 for 9 from the field, 1 out of 1 at the free throw line. I had him down for 10 rebounds tonight, so double-double, give or take, unofficially, of course. Caden Ross, 10 points on 3 of 9 shooting, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 3 assists for him. George Bellevue had 8, 4 for 10 from the field. He also had 10 rebounds, and both he and Olabegi had a half dozen from on the offensive glass, so a lot of second chance looks for them. A lot of contested looks, though, as Brooks was very formidable and physical defensively in the paint. Ty Tolliver also checked in with 8 points on 4 of 16 shooting. Kind of a tough championship game for him, as they were definitely making him the focus of their defensive efforts. He had 3 rebounds in this game. 4 points for Mac Hagemaster, 2 for 6 from the field. He had 4 rebounds tonight. And Tommy Chaney, 3 points on 1 of 4 shooting. All 4 of those attempts coming from beyond the arc. Josh Bors and Uke Ezigwe, they both played. Neither one ever did attempt a shot. Braden Lovell played a little bit in the second half as well. He was 0 for 1 from the field. Brooks had a balanced attack, and really, if you look at their numbers from across the tournament and their performances across the tournament, double-figure scorers, 3 or 4 in every single game they played, and 3 for them tonight. Anthony Vival leading the way with 15 points. He was 6 of 12 from the field, 0 for 2 at the free throw line, 3 rebounds for him. And then 14 points for Jarrett Moore, 6 of 9 from the field with 5 rebounds. So good job for him. And then checking in with a dozen points, Kendall Larry, 4 for 9 from the field. Had a 2 for 2 trip to the free throw line, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists for Kendall. Chipping in here and there, Tim Taiwo, 5 points tonight on 2 of 9 shooting. He had 3 rebounds, a couple of assists. 4 points for Kyle McElroy, 1 for 3 from the field, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 very nice dunk there toward the end. Sort of kind of put, like we said during the broadcast, sort of put the exclamation point on this game for Brooks. And Ryan Little, he checked in with 3 points, 1 for 3 from the field. That make was from beyond the arc. He was 1 for 2 on his threes, rebound and an assist. Ashton Hutchinson played. He was 0 for 1 from the field. Joaquin Cassell played a little bit as well, but did not attempt any shots. So Brooks is your winner, 53-46. And the 2021 Effingham Totopolis Christmas Classic has come to a close. Pretty good championship game. Brooks led the whole way. At times threatened to run away with this game, but credit to the Lincoln Way East Griffins. They kept their nose in the game and made it a battle throughout. Hard-fought physical game, but Brooks goes out the winner again, 53-46. Your final, Greg.
Thank you, Dustin. Let's go back to Gail. What do you have in the way of scores, Gail?
All right, I'll run down the scores real quick. Effingham Totopolis Christmas Tournament at Effingham all day today. The scores: Lutheran North over Horizon Southwest 70-45. It was Charleston over Mattoon 53-47. Pleasant Plains defeated Belvedere 52-44. Knoxville with a win over St. Anthony then 48-43. Totopolis over Effingham 58-47. Champaign Centennial 68. Dixon 60. Oaklawn defeated Newton 50-34, and of course you just heard Chicago Brooks over Lincoln Way East 53-46. Vandalia Holiday Tournament, Okaw Valley 46, Father McGivney 27. It was Flora defeating Cumberland 44-36. Nokomis over Vandalia 53-51. Totopolis JV defeated Shelbyville 49-35. And a game that's still going on, Pana leads Meridian 65-38 late in the fourth quarter. At the Cesar-Valier Holiday Tournament, Sparta defeated Thompsonville 79-45. Goreville with a win over Coulterville 50-43. Altamont with a win over Cobden 45-38. And Cesar-Valier defeated Christopher 37-31. In college football, the Dukes Mayo Bowl, South Carolina over North Carolina 38-21. The ESPN Music City Bowl, Purdue defeated Tennessee in overtime 48-45. And with 3 minutes to go in the Peach Bowl, Pittsburgh leads Michigan State 21-16.
Thank you, Gail. I appreciate all your help. You and Kenna and BD and Brian and everybody else who took care of a game or games as the case might have been over these last 3 days. A lot of work, and a lot of folks don't know everything that was going on behind the scenes at the studio. We had people whose wives were having surgery, and we had people who were sick, and all kinds of things. But it all went off without a hitch as far as what you hear on the air, and that's the bottom line. And again, thanks to all those folks I mentioned and everybody else who had a part in things back at the studios. Thanks to everybody here at Effingham. Thanks to everybody at Teutopolis. The Teutopolis Sportsbackers and the Effingham Sportsbackers did a wonderful job again this year. It's the 8th year for the tournament, and it is just first rate. I'm not sure where else you could go, Dustin, and see a better run tournament.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of tournaments across the state that they say, that's sort of how they advertise themselves, the best Christmas tournament in the state and all that. But I think you'd be hard pressed when push comes to shove to look at how things are done here and say that anybody does it any better. Teams get taken care of very well. I think they come down here and all they have to think about is playing basketball. That's the goal for the tournament directors, and that seems to be accomplished. Teams clearly enjoy coming back, as we have many teams that come a long way to play here every year. And you get solid championship matchups like the one we just saw. A couple of really good basketball teams going at each other. For the local teams participating, they get a chance to see some guys from across the state that you wouldn't normally get a chance to play. Some different styles of basketball. And that only makes you better as the season goes along. You challenge yourself in different ways. And the fun thing about this tournament is you do that, but then also those local schools end up playing each other somewhere down the road too. There's always the chance that happens. We got us a T-Town St. Anthony matchup, an EHS T-Town matchup. Charleston and Mattoon had to play each other, but they got to play some other teams too. So really fun meet. I just love a bracketed tournament too. There's just something about it. Filling out that bracket as the games go along. Pool play is nice. The guaranteed games are nice and all that stuff, but you just can't beat filling out that bracket. So lots of fun. Glad to be involved, and glad that all the people who did the work to make this happen did it so that we can come here and broadcast some pretty good basketball games.
Nice to be at home and just
that's the other thing.
Few
not
blocks
having to travel.
a few miles away from home. Pretty nice. Thank you, Dustin White. Thanks to Mike Wilson, who not only helped organize the tournament, direct the tournament, but helped us with broadcasts over the course of the 3 days. Thanks to Matt Robinson for his always great job. And again, thanks to everybody back at the studios for stepping up and helping, and people stayed late and ran more and did this and lots. And like I said, you don't know everything that's been going on these 3 days, but it's well worth it to have a quality product. So thanks to Dustin, thanks to Mike, thanks to Matt, thank you CJ for being our video guru. Is that good, Guru? Is that a good thing?
That's I think that's there's a positive connotation there. And thanks to him for not putting the Santa hat on me. That I know he was trying to figure out how to do it. I looked at him. He was looking up those ping files. Couldn't.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't know. So. We better sign off before anything embarrassing happens. But yeah, great tournament, great fun, glad to be involved.
My name's Greg Sapp again, Chicago Brooks, your champion of the 2021 Effingham Teutopolis Christmas Classic. Next broadcast for us is Tuesday night, so it's going to be like 6 weeks off. And good night, everybody.
Thanks for listening. This has been a production of Premier Broadcasting Incorporated.